and don't forget to check out WVPM News. Thanks. Hey, Real Truth, how are you? You caught me doing my little pre-thing. Just saw you over at Snafu's. I hadn't planned on going live, but I thought I would. Look at this old curly hair. This is what my hair looks like when I don't straighten it. I've got just enough curl. Look like a witch. Pagan 11 Pagan. 11 Pagan 11. Did I say that right? Y'all overlook me. I'm struggling. But I miss when I don't go live. Miss CJ Blaze. Haven't talked to you all day. It's odd. Second Star Survival. Donna D. What am I getting here on my phone? I was having trouble with, oh, it's Miss CJ announcing me. Thank you, baby. I couldn't get my Discord to work. I don't know what was wrong with it. Oh, what, honey? You don't have to lie. Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, Ryder. Trucker JP, how in the world are you, buddy? As you can see, I haven't been feeling well, Trucker. Trucker always knows. He can look at me and tell. But I'll tell you what I'm doing if you notice the title. I haven't tried it. Your Discord's been weird too. I don't know what's wrong with it. YouTube says you have to have 100 subscribers, which thankfully to my frugal family, I went over 100 last night, which was really good because I just put it up yesterday. And I cheated a little bit, and then I forgot I don't have a community page to let everybody know. I took all of my news articles from this channel, which I had a few back in the day. I was surprised. Had 10 actual news articles. I don't remember until I looked at them. I didn't remember doing news. Einstein's mom, how are you, honey? So I slipped them over there. So I have 11 videos, and I'm going to do the news. Hey there, Louise, how are you? And I'm going to do this one and cover that France thing. And then I'm going to upload it up on the news channel. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. I hate doing videos, y'all. I swear to Pete, when I was doing videos, had to do them for this channel. Sometimes, because I told y'all, I do not edit. And I'd be just a talking and a carrying on, and then my tongue would get tied. It was just a mess. Sometimes it would take me 3, 4, 5 times recording to get a video. Hey, Snafu, just saw you. To get a video good enough that I felt like was halfway good enough to upload. And I thought, I'm not going to do that since I've already cheated a little bit anyway and sent 11 videos to that channel. I'm going to do the same thing here. So anybody that has not subscribed to the news, I am going to start, because I get the breaking news on my phone all the time if I'm talking to somebody or whatever. Oh my gosh, this just happened. And then I'm looking to see, you know, who does something, and I'll wait till somebody does something on YouTube. Well, I like the breaking news, you know. So I thought, well, why not? I can just use that channel. You know, I might do something different with it, you know, as far as anything else but breaking news. Hang on one second. Yeah. Yep. Will you hand me my purse off the bed? Got a sick young in here. Barefoot Lass, how are you, darling? DIY Dark Matter, how are you? Don't have my glasses on. It causes a glare. My new glasses, when I get new glasses after Christmas. Yes, I have a backup channel, WVPM News. So if anything happens to this one, because YouTube is saying they don't want to keep channels that's not making them money. And I've been trying since August to get this channel monetized, and they're not real clear what the problem is. So I'm not doing anything with that one. Wait until it's ready to monetize, go step by step. And if all else fails, I've got that one. And then I'll start another channel to do this and move my videos to another channel. And then I have to start all over again. So you all get ready. If anything happens, I'll let you know on the news channel. And then we'll have to go subscribe over there and start all over again. So hold on a second. Somebody's needing something, if you don't mind. I need to put on my glasses. I'm live, baby. As I figured you can tell. I need a Zantac, y'all. I'm digging in this purse. My son loves Hamburger Helper. I swear to Pete. I'm ready for when we have a shit hit the fan situation on some doggone Hamburger Helper with all that ground beef we've got canned because he loves that Hamburger Helper. You feeling all right, baby? Now that's the son y'all have never seen. Y'all seen the other one. He's not feeling good, so y'all won't be seeing him. Got to take his Zantac before I die. Oh, didn't put it back. Yeah, I'm in it. But I'll tell you something about Zantac. It turns into, I thought you was about to say Xanax. No, Zantac. It's a Zantac. Make it. Now this is prescription strength. That's 300 milligrams. Xanax. No, I don't take no Xanax. I did once for 3 months when my MS kicked in when I was 24, and they really weren't testing, didn't know, how to figure out if you had MS and what was going on with you. They told me I was having panic attacks. Put me on that Xanax for 3 months, 3 times a day. But I guess, and it helps with a certain part of a relapse. So I wasn't zombied out by any means. I mean, it just because my insides jitter real bad. And so that's what's wrong with me. I've been fighting a relapse and thought it was flare up. I think I'm going to, but shoot, I'm going on with this. I mean, shoot, just laying around sleeping all the time. I need to do something. But anyway, going back, I'll have the news channel. If I can get all of y'all over to the news channel, then when I replace this one, because news channel is not going to be chatty. We're going to do news, and it's going to be quick, short stuff, just whatever the report is. We're not going to be real chatty on the news channel. You know me, we might get a little chatty, but we're not doing 1 and 2 hour and 3 and 4 hour lives. This channel, or if I have to do another channel to replace this one, if they take me down, this one, and hopefully I don't have to, because I'll lose everybody. You get subscribers, they don't ever look. Let me take my Zantac real quick. You prefer Valium? Well, they all have different, being a mental health professional, I know about all of them. They all have different, oh my God, what's it called? Half-lives. And actually, Valium has the shortest half-life of all of the benzodiazepines. And the one that I recommend to anybody that's got any, real like nerve damage problems or anything is Klonopin. It has a little added. Now this is supposed to be going over on the news channel talking about this, so this has to be a quickie. I'm going to try to go live over there. I'm going to try it because it looked like it was going to let me, but it has an extra ingredient that coats your nerve endings, and it will help with neuropathy and nerve pain. So it's a real good one. People that can't get pain pills nowadays. So anyway, so there's old Bones. Hey Bones, Brian Woodring. Anybody else that I missed? We got 30 of my babies in here. I just love y'all to death. Yeah, I'm so much older than all y'all. Everland Rob, to speak to you, honey. Wondering American. Let me see. Scan family. Let's see. Heard about the volcanoes going off in New Zealand. Yes, I've been to New Zealand. Oh, one in Mexico and one in Japan. Ooh. I've been in Auckland at the airport on my way to Sydney. Let me tell you what, that is nothing but an agricultural country, and they have sheep everywhere. And I hold my hand to God. Now, I'm not blasting anybody, but this is honest truth. It was the greenest green, the most beautiful country hillsides. I mean, that airport's just out in the middle of nowhere. I wanted to go see it because I'd never seen a green that brilliant. I mean, it was beautiful. Took one step outside. My news people might be a little shocked, but y'all aren't more shocked. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna upload this sucker on that channel. All you could smell was sheep shit, I swear. And the people got on the airport with us on the airplane. That's what they smelled like. So I don't know if, that airport's just out in the fields where all the sheep are or what the deal is. But I'm telling you, Shastina, how are you, honey? Second star survival. Okay. I am just dumbfounded. You know, when I called into Marf last night, and thank you, everybody. My goal was in 6 months to have 2,000 subscribers on this channel. In 6 months. Every goal I have set for myself so far, I have been 2 or 3 days ahead of my goal. And my goal was 6 months, which will be the 11th. I started my channel 6 months ago. So the 11th, we'll have to do a celebration party and have one of our good old just sit down and chat, just talk to chat things. There's some of the original ones kind of miss that anyway. But got over my 2,000 last night and today. I don't know exactly when it happened. I wasn't over 2,000 when Marfugal ended. I think I needed 9. Now I'm over. So, yay. Thank you, everyone that love mobbed me and showed me love. Lisa McDonald, how are you, honey? JC, yeah, JC. Yep. Well, I've got to look at a comment, girls. There was somebody we were thinking was a guy that's not a guy. Is there a JF? Is that who it was? That's a girl. See, everybody thought I was a guy. So I went on Marfugal Reports, and she announced me and went, hey, first thing, surprise, I'm a woman. They all thought because of my name, I was a guy. So sometimes your names are hard to tell. That's okay. Okay. So last night I called in to Marf because somebody in chat mentioned that France was shut down. And I was sitting here, which usually I don't watch Marf on my computer. I just do it on my phone. But we were in mod chat, and so I can't hear. If I want to hear, I have to have it on another device. My iPad just drives me crazy for some reason. Jules, how are you, honey? New sub. Welcome. Will Patriot. Hey there, honey. Yeah, I'm still look at me. I look like a dog, feel like a dog, but come Friday, I'm telling you, Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We are going to do that live. I promise you. KM, you heard my call last night. Well, let me tell you, I wanted to go on my news channel, which I didn't try to go live. I just thought I'm coming on this one. I'll upload it over there. Same difference because it's video. They said you just have to have 20 videos. This will be number 12 since I cheated and sent some of my others. And, I didn't have a way to let anybody know. And people were looking at those articles going, I can't find anything. This happened in July. Yeah, it did. So I was telling them I was sorry, but I was just trying to get my 20 so I could go live. Hey, Eric Elliott. But, and Adam pulled it up and showed it last night. I'm sorry you ain't been feeling good. Looking forward. Me too. I can't wait, Will. I wasn't sure I was going live tonight and dragging a little bit in the shower. That's why I got this curly hair. I just let it dry and then I flatten it out. Thank you. Pagan, I saw CJ put the news channel link. I was in Snafus trying to drop a link. I did exactly what that link was on my search bar. I don't know why that thing wouldn't turn blue. CJ's been trying to, just like my grandma say, she's been trying to school me, teach me how to do a few of those things. But anyway, that was hot breaking news. Well, guess what? There is nothing new, not on even BBC. about that mess going on in France. Shut the whole blasted country down and nothing new. You tell me. I could not believe it. That was a nice love mob snafu. That little guy in his little tie, dress suit and tie, isn't he cute? Young guy. Looks like a snowflake, but looks like he's a white snowflake, which that's almost an oxymoron, isn't it? I see Will speaking to Fringe, but I didn't see it. There's Fringe. Hey there. Okay, well, since this is going on the news channel, I want to get to this, y'all. Okay. I'm going to get me out of here. So, yeah, everybody. And this is going to be something, me put this. Well, I've got some over there. I don't look so bad. Okay. But I want to show you all I could find. This is just ridiculous. I mean, when you have a whole country shut down, don't you think that would be the news for everybody at some point in time every day? Thank you, Fringe. I did it pretty. I prettied it up. I was worried about being all West Virginia for this one. Oops, wrong finger. Hence, West Virginia. But I wanted that one to be pretty. That's going to be my pink and pretty channel. So, okay, I'm going to go to these news articles that I found. Crazy. I could not believe it. They're all old. Every blasted one of them is old. Well, not old, but, I mean, it's just happened. Okay. And I don't have me on to see if y'all can see. I don't know what this is. Okay. All right. I was going to find a date. This is the BBC. This is the only article. The only article. And it's really a video that the BBC has on this mess. You know, the BBC is usually on top of, thank you, Trucker. Usually on top of this stuff. Okay, yeah, y'all are seeing it. You got a wild hair and come on. Yeah, my hair is wild. I didn't flat iron it. It's got my little bit of, I didn't even put anything in to scratch that curl. But anyway, it's a 1 minute, 14-second video, which I'm not going to play and get myself in trouble since YouTube's being crazy. But, you know, they're out here keeping themselves warm, protesting. Okay. It's a strike over this, you know, new president. He's just wants to travel all over. Okay, many union workers, including teachers, transport workers, hospital staff, now think. Some police are unhappy and have unhappy about the planned reforms that would see them retiring later and facing reduced payouts. President Emmanuel Macron wants to introduce a universal points-based pension system, which made some union leaders vow to strike until he abandons the campaign. Okay. I'm going to come back to me out there. It's wanting to raise it from 62 to 64. The retirement age. 62 to 64. Ours was early retirement at 62. Take your real retirement and not lose any of your money at 65. If you were born before 1962, is that what it is? Baby boomers, when's baby boomers in? Maybe it ends with me with 60. I can't remember. But now if you're after that, it might have been 59 because I think somebody told me mine was going to be 67. They've raised it from 62 to 65 to 65 is early retirement, 67 is your regular retirement. Eventually it's going to be 70, my goodness. And they're complaining because they want them to work till they're 64 before they get their pensions. I thought our pensions are based upon if you work 20 years or whatever. But anyway, I thought that was crazy. Crazy. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, okay, back to it. All right, we're going to get this one. Okay, whoops, get rid of that. We don't want that. Okay, this is CNN. Take it for what it's worth, but it's about the most I could get. The one-day general strike that was supposed to shut down France Thursday, so this was this past Thursday, is now stretching to at least next week, as President Emmanuel Macron reports in his efforts to drag his nation into the 21st century. This time he's leaping on the third rail of French society and politics, the nation's Byzantine pension system. Actually, 42 public and private systems that are hell on wheels, it says, to negotiate and give French workers some of the world's most liberal and expensive retirement benefits. Macron has declared an all-out campaign to consolidate them into a single national system managed by the state. So, as with most major grievances, the French people go back to the French Revolution. It's to the barricades, or at least into the streets. The walkout began Thursday with transportation workers, really the heart and soul of French life. Transportation is nearly frozen. About 2 of 16 lines of the metro system are shut down. Well, that's not all but 2. They have 16 rail systems and all but 2 of them are shut down. Those 2 being the only lines that run automatically without conductors. Okay, well, they've already got 2 that run without conductors. What's that going to tell you? Rail service across the country, including the high-speed TGV network, has slowed to a trickle, and now the walkout has spread to schools and colleges, which are closing as their teachers strike. Even the teachers are going to strike over it. They get pensions too. Even the Eiffel Tower shut down its gleaming lights that are a beacon to the night horizon of Paris. Okay, next article. It says that, and this is the RFI news. It's out of France, I guess. I don't know. I'm not real sure. I'm sorry. But this is an issue of August. And they had a strike in August the 12th, 2019. And it says they're in a repeat for 1995 nationwide. So just in August, they had a problem on the 12th. And they struck. I did this a little backwards. I'm sorry. Look at all those people on the streets. Let me tell you what's true. If Americans took to the streets like that, could you imagine? They'd have police and they'd have military. They'd have everybody if we took to the streets like that. Unless we caught them by surprise. French unions behind the December strike hope that their actions will pressure the government into breaking down from its attempts to overhaul the pension system, just like they did in 1995. The circumstances 24 years ago are markedly similar, but how much has the context changed? In 1995, after 3 weeks of a nationwide strike and a complete paralysis of the public transport system, the unions forced then Prime Minister Alain Juppé, I guess, or Juppé, to abandon his plans to change what is known as the Special Retirement Scheme, which provided benefits for those working in sectors such as railways. It's really not backwards. It's telling exactly a little bit more what they're striking over, because there's nothing that's really describing what the issue is other than the age changes. The protesters in December of 2019 are pushing for similarly dramatic end to President Emmanuel Macron's intention to overhaul the entire pension system and replace it with a single points-based scheme. After being nearly a million people into the streets on December the 5th, well, this wasn't an old article. It said issued 8/12. Well, they must have updated it. This is an update. As unions are well on its way to increasing the pressure, yet another demonstration is planned for Tuesday. So this coming Tuesday. So they're not planning. Okay, the first strike, the president wouldn't budge, but things evolved quickly and the anger grew. The government should be careful because the leader of the headline CGT union told the Journal, whoever this Journal is, at the time, the government's desire to cancel the special retirement scheme, which coupled with a vast reform of Social Security system, This time, it's the whole French retirement system that the government wants to overhaul and replace it with a universal system, explains political commentator Bruno Crutez. I don't know. Me and these names. I'm sorry. Oh, hillbilly girl. Each time in an attack on a social model which the French hold dear, and all this within context of general dissatisfaction and extremely strong social anxieties. Campaign promise. President Macron has never hidden his ambition to modify the pension system. In fact, it was his key 2017 campaign promise, which after his election he quickly put into motion with the nomination of Jean-Paul, whatever his name is, to lead the pension reform project. He has already angered unions by suggesting canceling more advantageous pensions enjoyed by some professions, including public transportation, utility workers, sailors. Lord have mercy, the sailors, and even the Paris Opera workers. Well, I didn't know the Paris Opera workers got a pension. Goodness sakes. Political observers are suggesting that Macron back down. He will ruin his chances for a second mandate in the next election in 2022. Well, that's 2 years, a little more than 2 years away. He's not worried about that. Okay, the union membership. According to the National Statistics Body, in 2016, union membership dropped from 30% after second WW to 11% in 1995, although numbers have stayed relatively stable over the last 24 years. Unions today find themselves in so many different conflicts which weaken their ability to fight all fronts. In 1995, alternatives to public transport were limited. Some turned to the trusty bicycle, but at the time, in the land of the Tour de France, there were only 4.3 kilometers of cycle paths in France, nearly 200% less than today. So they've increased it 200%. And in a Paris town hall, planning and expand the cycle network to reach 1,000 kilometers by 2020 compared to the 700 in 2014. So now they're wanting to put all the French on bicycles. Goodness gracious, they'll lose their little berets. No metro or RER train lines are allowed to run back. None of them were allowed to run back in 1995 strike. But today, despite a massive number of workers on strike in lines 1 and 14 in Paris can still operate because they are automatic and do not need a driver. That's what they'll do to all of them. He'll fix this. I don't know how hard that is and how expensive. Despite rules in place of demanding a minimum service clause for public transport, the limited number of trains running at peak hour during strikes is hardly enough to satisfy the hundreds of thousands of commuters who use the network each day. So basically, it looks like this strike is affecting transportation more than anything. Okay. This article was December the 5th. I think that was Thursday. The Eiffel Tower shut down. The Eiffel Tower shut down. France's high-speed train stood still, and tens of thousands of people marched through the streets of the cities Thursday in a massive and sometimes chaotic outpouring of anger at the government's plan to overhaul the retirement system. I thought they were going to show. This is an advertisement. The wife reads out her husband's affair texts instead of her vows during a wedding ceremony. Look at his little boutonniere there. He's going to get married. He's crying in front of everybody. Well, if he's going to cry in front of everybody at a wedding because he's having an affair before he gets married, I don't know. Just a little added punch in there for y'all. Okay. Opponents fear that the changes to how and when workers can retire will threaten the hard-fought French way of life. Macron himself remained calm and determined to push it through, according to the top presidential officials. Let me see. I was going to see if it said any more that y'all might want to hear. It's shut down everything. But look, like got that old Eiffel Tower shut down. There's somebody's little scooter. You know, in the cities, that's common. They use that. Police carried out security checks of more than 9,000 people arriving for the demonstration and detained 71 even before it started. Now, how do you do security checks on 9,000 people for a demonstration? Somebody tell me that. Okay, the big question is, how long will the strike last? Transport Minister Elizabeth Bourne said she expects the travel troubles to be just as bad on Friday, and the unions said they will maintain the Paris subway system strike at least through Monday. Well, we know that has been updated by another article because they're having another big protest Tuesday. So that's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that's 6 days, but who knows how many people uses the transport system for work over the weekend. I mean, I don't know. I don't know nothing about France. I really don't. But my point is, my goodness, y'all. Now, how did they do security checks on 9,000 people? Let me tell you what. I've never in my life. I mean, how would you do such a thing? Here's your news with Sass for the new channel. I'm telling you what's true. I heard UN called no more fossil fuel usage, and government and P&G will control our power in California. No more gas for home or propane. Not sure. Oh my gosh. I mean, PG&E's already got enough trouble, all them blasted fires. Trying to hide if PG&E's behind it. Now, let me tell you, that's for this channel. Okay, how long we been going? 33 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, I am going to end this. I apologize because this is for the news channel. I want them to be shorts. But then I'm going to come live again for us, okay? If y'all don't mind. So, everybody remember, we're going to try to get this breaking news as fast as we can to y'all the minute I get my little notifications. And I hate to ask y'all to wait a minute and come back, but I want all of the new stuff to be short so we can hold everybody's attention. Then we'll come back and chat a little bit. And we'll talk some more about this, but it won't be over on the news channel. But this is ridiculous. Let me tell you what. The yellow vests. Where were the yellow vests? There's no yellow vests in France. This was the workers. These were the people that took to the streets. Now, the protest planned for Tuesday. That does not mean they're going back to work Wednesday. But then you've got 2 rail systems that do not need conductors. Look at all the AI stuff going on. We need to think about this. I don't know how they do our coal trains because those things are a mess. They have to monitor those all the time. They're a mess. But Let me tell you. Well, true. Good point. More dependent on the grid. Yeah. More, well, you know, I don't know. So anyway, thank you everyone for coming and checking this out for the news channel that I'm going to upload this over there in just a little bit. I might see if I can go live over there. We can just crisscross. We'll just switch. So if CJ, you want to put that link to the news channel one more time? Probably everybody, most of you is already, because I think there's 145 that was subscribed. Drops Family Garden. Well, Drop, you got yourself a new name. Hey, buddy, where you been so long? I've been waiting on you to pop in. I gave the news about the France shutdown. I'm shutting this live down, and then I'm going to come live again. But I've got to have 20 videos on the news channel to be able to go live from that channel. So I don't want them to be long news clips. They're only going to be breaking news clips. This was just an update. And what really spices my pants on this one is there's no updates. I know it's the weekend. Maybe that, you know, not that many people work. But big protest planned Tuesday. Going to keep my eye on that. Also, I'm going to keep my eye on what they're doing with the impeachment thing. So those are, you know, the two things I'll be watching for. And oh, okay, 155. Well, thank you there, Louise. I appreciate that. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on the impeachment circus. I can't even call it proceedings. People on News Channel find out I get sassy about that stuff. So I'm going to say it anyway because I'm on this channel, and then I'll figure out catch lines to say on the new channel when I'm going to live from over there. So I will be back on one channel or the other in a minute. Got to keep these news little clips short. Always remember, never be scared. Just be prepared. Share the love and the truth will come. And don't ever, ever forget how much I love each and every one of you. Till a few minutes. I'll see ya.